Hello, and welcome to another episode of Battle with Belle. I hope that your day is just fine and dandy, that you are having a good day, and my day is better just by having you here at my show. Thank you ever so much for showing up and attending. If you would, go ahead and click that thumbs up. That helps me ever so much with the YouTube algorithm. It lets YouTube know you approve of my show, approve of my channel, and that they should share it out to people who they think might want to watch my content or watch my content next. Let me say hello to some people in the chat. First, hello to my managing moderator, Karen McCarty, to Samantha Sessions, who runs my auctions. We have Danielle Barnes, the lady that makes the beautiful thumbnails for all of my lives. My good friend, Amy, who's your diver. Welcome. Y'all can probably tell from the background what is going to be going on in between contestants tonight. Y'all voted over 70% that you wanted to add the fun of mystery boxes to our game show night. So I fulfilled your wants, and we will have mystery boxes in between contestants. And we have some fabulous contestants lined up tonight, and we even have somebody new to check our answers tonight. Welcome, Renee. Welcome, Aaron Scott. Thank you so much, everybody. Go ahead and click the thumbs up. Before we get started, let me make some announcements. Tomorrow afternoon at 2 p.m. is my viewers' choice. This pop-up auction is, in my opinion, the most fun of the week. Why? Y'all choose by voting in my community post. Y'all voted for patriotic prequel, and we will have patriotic decorations for the Memorial Day holiday, which is only a couple of weeks away, but they're also good for Independence Day, which is July 4th, as well as Labor Day, Armed Forces Day, Flag Day, Veterans Day. But it's not only that, it will be all things red, white, and blue. So just in case you don't decorate or you don't celebrate the holidays, maybe you're not even American, that's okay, because we will have other things in colors of red, blue, or white, including but not limited to home decor, clothing, jewelry, all kinds of fantastic things that you never really thought about necessarily being red or white or blue. Hello, Delilah, Frugal Granny. Someday we need to get you on this Battle with Belle show, Delilah. I bet you would be super fun. It would be like a battle of two Southern Belles. Because for y'all who don't know, Delilah is down south too, in the Gulf South nonetheless. So I hope everybody will be able to join for my Viewers' Choice auction tomorrow at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then, of course, as always, we have the variety auctions on Saturday and Sundays at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So that's my schedule for this week. I also have a great Discord group. Amy is probably dropping the link for that already. If you haven't already joined my Discord, what are you waiting for? My Discord is family friendly. It is G-rated, just like on YouTube where you can join a bunch of channels. On Discord, you can join a bunch of channels. Now, I can't advertise for anybody else's Discord channel, but mine has a sweet Southern theme. You can post about your YouTube. You can post about your life. You can even post pictures. You can private message. You can voice chat. You can video chat. I tell you, it is so much simpler than email, because with emails, you might miss some, or some might go into the junk folder or the spam folder. In Discord, there's no junk or spam folder. You see every message. Plus, you don't ever worry about missing one or not opening one because they're in a log. So you automatically see every message every time. So makes it so much simpler. And for me, I'm a person with a landline. This lets me just at the push of a button call people rather than having to pay long distance charges. So for that reason, I like it a lot too. Okay, I say laissez bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. And the best way to let the good times roll is to go ahead and click the thumbs up. Now, I know if you read my community post, you were probably expecting to see Kim adopted retrospects. Well, she had a little family situation. So I wrote back and asked her if she wanted to reschedule. Um, Joni, your invoice was sent this morning. PayPal sent it. I can send you a copy through email, but it went out to you this morning. If you'd like for me to resend it, I can. Usually, I think PayPal only sends the reminders every, I want to say it's 48 hours. It might be 24 hours. But if you want me after the show to just hit the reminder button, I can. But I made sure that yours was the first package that I sacked up, that yours was the first package I took to weigh at the post office, and yours was the first invoice I filled in and sent out. You were that special to me. Okay, so let's bring up our first contestant. Welcome, everybody, John Jacob.
Hey, hey, laissez bon temps.
Woohoo! So, John Jacob, for anybody who might not have seen you or met you before, tell us a little bit about yourself and your life.
I'm a poker player as a job, and something else interesting is I'm just starting a big garden with a guy across the street, and we're growing a whole bunch of potatoes, tomatoes, and I can't even recall all the types of peppers he was talking about. So that's a new thing.
That is fantastic. And what was the impetus to start the garden?
Um, I've kind of been interested in just growing more of my own food, and he had brought it up, and so I just decided to join him anyways. I guess you could call it either more self-sufficiency or I'm just possibly interested in farming. Maybe, maybe not. Just testing it
Well,
out.
it sounds like a fun hobby. Sounds like a great way to save money and feed yourself. Sounds like a great way to know what you're putting into your body. Um, and plus the fun of just creatively growing something. There's a lot of fulfillment, I think, in making things, whether it's a craft item you're making, whether it is food you're cooking, or even food you are growing. So, my hat's off to you. A lot of people don't know this about me, but YouTube is actually my second job. My primary job is farming.
Really?
It is. I am a third generation farmer.
I didn't know you were a farmer, but I knew you were talking about a past. I thought it was a past life of you farming, because I watched you play with the other guy that had a farm. That was there with out there with his daughter. Oh, what was it? About a month ago. What was his name?
That was Sherman Family Farms. His name is
Yes.
Josh. Well, his is a lot different than mine. My grandfather started it and passed it on to my mother, and then my mother passed it on to my sister and I. That's how it's third generation,
Oh, cool.
and it's not local to me, and we don't raise food. So it's not one of those fun, interesting stories, and it's not even located anywhere near me.
Oh,
Well, let's go ahead and play. Are you ready?
yes.
Oh, Renee also says that she is planting a few things as well. Mods, if you'll go ahead and drop the link so that Renee can join the panel in case she needs to check any answers from us. Renee is going to be our official answer checker tonight. So while she's hopping on the link, let's go ahead and hear what John Jacobs' first category is tonight.
I was trying to think of totally different categories from last time.
Thank you.
Presidents of the U.S. I don't know if that's been done before or not.
We did it just once, and we didn't actually get that far through it, I don't think. So I think it sounds like a great category, and we might learn a few things as well. And
All right.
some of our audience is international, so therefore it will be a great learning experience for them. Just like the time that Renee picked I started to say premiers, prime ministers of Canada. Okay,
Yeah.
well, you get to go first.
I'll start with the current one, Joe Biden.
Excellent. I'm going to start with George Washington.
Oh, starting out on two different ends. All right, I see. Donald Trump.
Okay, John Adams.
Barack Obama.
John Quincy Adams.
Geez, yeah, you're really starting the back up. Let's go George W. Bush.
I'm going to say James Madison.
Yep. Bill Clinton.
James Monroe.
George H. Bush.
Herbert Hoover.
Ronald Reagan.
John Kennedy.
Carter.
I'm going to say Grover Cleveland.
Crap. I want to say that. Do you get to say him twice?
You didn't say presidential terms. You just said president. So
no, I was just making a.
Okay. All right.
He was the only non-consecutive two-term president.
Indeed.
Gerald Ford.
William Henry Harrison.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Taft.
Eisenhower.
Polk.
Crap, that's my favorite one.
Really? Why is he your favorite?
I think this story goes, he campaigned on going to war with Mexico and winning, and that was his only issue, and it got him elected. He went to war with Mexico, won the war, and then said, "I'm not campaigning again." I gave it up. Abraham Lincoln.
Ulysses S. Grant.
FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt.
Okay, let's see. We're getting down to just a few left. I'm trying to think who we haven't said. Okay. Have we said Truman yet?
What?
I'm trying to remember if we said Truman yet. I'm going to go with Truman. And if that's an accidental duplication, anybody in the chat or John Jacob, let me know.
No, I said Eisenhower, not Truman. You're right. That's open. Um, I think we got all the ones up to FDR. Uh, Teddy Roosevelt.
Okay. I'm going to use my first Ask the Audience. You know, I think in making the various channel announcements, I forgot to tell anybody who's new how we play the game. So, if there's anybody new, I think Erin Scott might be new. Although she is nice enough to comment on so many of my videos, she also a frequent viewer of Shannon, dumpster diving mom of two, for whom I'm friends with and I moderate for. And here's how we play the game. It's a game called Last Word, where the contestant picks the categories, and then we volley back and forth, giving answers within the category until one of three things happens. Either until one of us is stumped, one of us gives an accidental duplication, or one of us gives a wrong answer. And we both get 3 Ask the Audiences. So I'm going to use my first Ask the Audience right now. So go ahead and flood the chat with US presidents that I have failed to say so far. And I will pick one of those answers as my next answer. So I appreciate y'all waiting to type your answers until you've been asked, but now you've been asked. So go ahead and start typing. Let's see which ones I have missed. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Well, I'm just going to say Thomas Jefferson.
Crap. You had missed out on that whole string. I was going to plug the gap. I will say McKinley.
Okay. We've got, but all of those. Oh, there we go. Delilah's answer. We have not said Nixon.
Oh,
have we
is
said
that
Nixon?
Your answer?
My
no,
answer is Nixon.
Crap.
Yes, I'm going with Delilah. I love frugal gray. My answer is Nixon. And let's make sure we keep using family-friendly language. We try to make it G-rated.
Wait.
So we go back to John Jacob for his next answer of an American president.
I've got a pretty good memory, so I know the time era.
You do?
That we're down to.
Yep, we started opposite ends of history, and I figured we'd meet in the middle. Yeah. You know, some of those presidents didn't serve all that long. They had shorter terms, or some of them even shorter lives.
Oh, Millard Fillmore.
Oh, now there's a hard to remember one. Kudos on that answer. Very impressive. Okay, let's see. Who else haven't we thought of? I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience because the audience loves to participate and they are a great help. So go ahead and flood the chat with other presidents that we have not yet said. So let's see who we have here. Other presidents we have not said yet. Ooh, there's a good one. Delilah is on fire tonight. I'm going to say Johnson.
I'll accept that.
Lyndon Baines Johnson.
Oh, okay. There was. You said Johnson. I was thinking you meant Andrew Johnson because I had said LBJ.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Andrew Jackson.
No, the guy that succeeded Lincoln was the one.
Okay.
I believe there was an Andrew Johnson. But I will. My next one was going to be Andrew Jackson.
Okay. Well, I've got one more Ask the Audience. I'm going to go ahead and use my last Ask the Audience. So, and we've got great answers coming in. Eisenhower's a great answer, but I believe it's been said. Ronald Reagan has been said. Teddy Roosevelt said. Jimmy Carter said. But excellent, excellent answers.
Frugal Granny's on fire.
I thought we had said that one, though.
You said Taft, not James A. Garfield.
Oh, no, I'm thinking I said Grover Cleveland. That's where
Oh,
I'm getting the G confused. But I am going to go with Garfield. You know, I really need to get Delilah to play sometime against me with these great answers. Don't you think she would be an excellent player? Could be like a
yes.
battle of the Southern Bells? Because she's from down in Alabama.
So we're down to what? Who succeeded? Who succeeded Grant? We're down to like a
Oh,
30-year
I know
time
you're
span.
new with this, Erin. You'll get the hang of it as we have different categories and different players. And in between players, we'll even have some mystery boxes tonight. So as you watch, you'll get the hang of it, sweetheart.
We're down
We
to the
said
time
JF.
period of like 1870 to 1912.
Right.
Oh man. Um,
And I've asked all my Ask the Audiences. So you have 3 left. I have 0 left. So right now, I am down to just guessing on who I missed.
um,
So I may end up being stumped really soon.
if if I ask the audience, that's fine. I'm just really trying to test myself if I can think of the guy's name. Um,
Okay.
who was the one after? All right, I'll use ask the audience because we're between 1870 and 1912, guys. So if it was after World War II, don't say it, and if it was before the Civil War, don't say it. Audience, please help.
Okay, audience, John Jacob is giving you lots of clues as to specifically which presidents he is looking for. Now, when I asked the audience, I was looking for just any president, but he has narrowed it down. He'd like for you to not just name any president, but name a president after the Civil War and
World War
the
One.
before World War One.
Yeah,
I
because I
started to
think we
say
have.
it's a Great Depression because you had mentioned the teens.
Yeah, I think we had said all the ones in the teens. Maybe I missed. It was McKinley. All no, who was president during World War One? No, that was McKinley. McKinley brought us in. Um, am I
Okay,
even
so
stumping the chat here?
audience, go ahead and flood the chat with the few remaining presidents that we haven't said. We got an astounding number on our own. He is a great contestant, Erin. You are absolutely right. He's a gentleman and a respectful man, and I am proud to call him a friend. He happens to be on my Discord. And if you would like to join on Discord to be friends with me, to be friends with him, and so many other people in our chat, Amy is dropping the link. And the link is also in the description of every video. Okay. Let's see. Well, we've got a few more guesses. I believe most of these are answers that have been said.
Oh, you know what? What was his name? Oh, Rutherford B. Hayes.
There you go. That's a good one. Not one you hear about very often at all. Well, I am out of Ask the Audience, so I am going to have to admit that I am stumped. And when I am stumped, that means the player wins. So hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! John Jacob wins category 1. Everybody in the chat, go ahead and celebrate John Jacob. Give him some horns, some clapping, a woohoo, a congratulations. Let him know how impressed you are with picking such a fun category. Especially since we got to go back and forth ever so long. That was a super fun one. I liked it a lot. So, congratulations to John Jacob. Okay. What is your second category going to be?
Species of fish.
Okay. You get to start.
Walleye.
I'm going to say halibut.
Muskie.
Bass.
Northern pike.
Mahi mahi.
Oh, you're going saltwater all the time. I like it. Oh, you just said bass though, so that's not saltwater. A perch.
Mackerel.
Sauger.
Marlin.
Bluegill.
Carp.
Red ear sunfish.
Goldfish.
I said muskie. You said bass. Rock bass.
Okay. Clownfish.
I've had a few of them in my tank as a kid. A sturgeon.
Angelfish.
Catfish. A blue catfish.
Okay, I'm going to ask the audience. And while they're putting down some fish for me to pick from, I'm going to make a little confession. And not too many people know this about me because I live in the Gulf South. So people automatically assume there's a lot of seafood. People have probably heard me talk about how much I love seafood. I do love seafood. However, I don't eat fish. So therefore, every time I'm on a menu, I just kind of overlook the fish because I know, regardless of what type it is, I'm not ordering it. Okay, Delilah says there's a fish called a whiting. Is that correct?
I'm pretty sure it's in England. Yeah.
Okay, thank you,
Co-hosted.
Delilah. I've never heard of that one.
A chard.
Okay. Is there a fish called a drum?
Yes, that was the next one I was going to say.
Okay.
They're both kind of the same. I think it's a bait. They're both bait fish. I said blue cat. Why am I drawing a blank on a bullhead?
Hi, Crypt Keeper. Thank you so much for coming to Battle with Belle, my Monday night game show. Welcome, welcome. I believe there's a fish that's just called a redfish, right?
Oh yeah,
I'm
those
going
are,
with a
are really
redfish.
good eating.
Okay, excellent.
A dogfish.
Ooh, I did not know that existed.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience. So, chat, please, oh, please, fill the chat with answers of types of fish. That's the current category, but make sure it's ones we haven't yet said. You wouldn't want me to be out for an accidental duplication, would you? Let's see what they can think of. It could be a fish you caught, a fish you saw on a um, Discovery special. It could be just something you read about on a menu. Okay, I'm going to go with Renee's answer of perch. Is perch a fish?
It is, but I had already said that at the beginning.
Oh, okay. Well, when there's an accidental duplication, that means I lose and my guest wins. So, everybody in the chat, congratulate John Jacob. Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! Hip, hip, hooray! And congratulations. So far, it is a victory of 2 categories to 1. What will your third category tonight be?
I will go with. I wrote these down. Breeds of dogs, and I'm not sure I know that many, but we can try.
I think we've played this category maybe 5 times, and
Oh, okay.
I don't ever get better at it.
All right then.
Oh.
Since I've won the first two, why don't you pick the last one and try to challenge me?
Well, I've never done that before with this being my channel. I just always let the guest choose. I tell you what, why don't we let the audience choose? How about that? Because they love to participate and I love for
That
them to
works
be
for
part
me.
of this. Okay, so everybody in the chat, throw out fun ideas that you haven't ever seen us play before. Now, I know some of y'all are new to watching my game show. Go ahead and click the thumbs up, whether you're new or you've seen it many times, but throw out some fun categories and we will pick one of those categories. So, John Jacob is so sweet to let y'all choose. But he's had 2 great victories already. Although he is the type of self assured guy who wouldn't be afraid of losing. All right, let's see. We're getting some good answers. Delilah suggests Western movies. Samantha suggests names of cars. Amy, who's your diver, suggests types of grass. Amy is also suggesting bicycles. Karen suggests card games, although I think we played that last time you were here.
That was one of my
Renee's also in
categories.
with cards. Crypt Keeper says types of beans. Let's see what else we've got. Lots of great categories.
All I know is beans are magical fruit.
Okay, well, we don't generally talk about magic here since we're family friendly, so we might not go with beans. We've also got types of salad and soups. So, have you seen any categories that look good to you?
Oh, I thought you were picking it out of that.
Well, we decided to let the audience suggest. So I
have
figured
you
one
guys
of the
done?
suggestions would be good for you. I'm good
We
with
can do
anything.
okay. We can do a cereal then. Elisa
Okay,
said cereal. I don't know if you guys
great.
have done that before.
Um, I think we did it once, but it was way, way, way back. I want to say like episode 2 or 3. It's been many, many months.
All
So
right.
it's been a long while. So let's go with cereal. You get to start.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Oh, yum. I'm going to go with Raisin Bran.
I'll go with regular Cheerios.
Okay. Special K,
Total.
cornflakes,
A cinnamon toast crunch.
frosted flakes.
There, great. Um,
Great. I love that.
Lucky
You're so
Charms.
funny. What did you say?
Lucky Charms.
Okay. Is there a Count Chocula?
Oh yeah, I used to beg my mom to try to get those. It never worked.
Okay.
Um,
We somehow lost Renee to check whether they were actual cereals, but hopefully John Jacob will know.
um, Corn Pops.
Okay. Um, I keep thinking that there's a blueberry equivalent of the Count Chocula, but I don't know its name, and I don't want to guess wrong. Lisa, if you have suggestions, feel free to send them to me personally rather than finding fault and telling me all that I should or should not do on my own channel. Okay, I'm going to say Honey Smacks.
Oh, that was a good one. Um, I just had one on the tip of my tongue. Uh, I said Corn Pops. You said Ice Max, and why that knocked me out. Um, oh, the Rice Krispies.
Oh, also good for baking.
Yes.
Okay, I keep trying to think of those ones that look like the beehive and it's kind of woven and it kind of looks like an octagon, but I can't think what those are. I keep picturing them in my mind's eye and I can't think what they are. I need to give up and just try to think of something else, but I keep picturing those. And I have to tell you, I didn't grow up eating cereal. And even now as an adult, I don't eat cereal because you have to have milk. And I'm basically a freegan, and being down south, I almost never find milk. Or if I do find milk, it's just too warm to take it. So
Yeah.
I'm not a cereal eater. Um, but I'm going to say Chex.
Life.
Oh, because even Mikey will eat it.
Yep.
Okay. I think there's a cereal called Trix.
Tricks. Yep. Tricks are for kids.
Yeah.
The one you were thinking about before that you were describing was called Honeycomb.
Yes, that's it. I was so hoping you would know what it is and be able to say it on your turn, because there is nothing like when you have that thing in your mind that you're thinking of, and yet you just have some mental block and you can't think what it's actually called. That can be so frustrating. Okay, let's see. What else have we not said? Um, I feel like every cartoon character in the world has a cereal, but once again, I'm not really a fan of cartoons, so that doesn't help me all that much. Let's see. I'm going to ask the audience. So, everybody in the audience, where you have been just thinking, Belle, why aren't you saying this? Why aren't you saying that? I need some help, pretty please. Y'all go ahead and shout out answers and give me some cereals that I haven't said. I'm sure I will see them and go, duh, why didn't I think of that? Oh, that's a great one. We've got two great ones. Okay, I'm going to spend my first Ask the Audience on Delilah's answer of Fruity Pebbles.
Ooh. I'll take the twin then. Cocoa Pebbles.
Okay, I'm going to use my second Ask the Audience on Amy Hoosier Diver's answer of Golden Grahams.
I will have take Renee's answer and say shredded wheat.
Okay, and I'm going to use my third Ask the Audience on Karen's answer of cinnamon toast crunch. Yum. So I've used all three of my Ask the Audience. John Jacob has only used one so far and still has two remaining.
I will use, or I will say, um, honey bunches of oats.
Ooh, good one. Okay. Oh, and the chat is still coming through with great answers. Unfortunately, I can't take them because I'm out of Ask the Audience. Let's see. What can I think of? I hate to give up. I'm trying to see them in my mind's eye. Um, I'm trying to think if besides the Rice Krispie cereal, if there's any other cereals in baking. But I'm not thinking of any. You'd think that there would be more cereals you could use in baking. Hmm.
There's too much sugar in a lot of cereals.
Well, that's true. I thought of Chex earlier just because I love the Chex Mix.
Mm-hmm. Puppy chow is good.
What else? I don't want to hold this up too much. And the chat is still coming up with great answers, but I can't take their answers. So I am sorry to admit it, but I am stumped. And that means that yet again, for a third category in a row, John Jacob wins. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Everybody in the
Thank you.
chat, celebrate John Jacob. Congratulate him on his 3-0 victory on this, his second appearance on Battle with Belle. Any words to leave our chat with tonight?
You've been a gracious host. Thank you very much.
Aw, always a pleasure. And we'll see you around the Discord and at mod meetings.
Yes, thank you. I will see you then. And everyone,
Okay.
everyone should join the Discord and sub
That
to
is
Belle's
a
channel.
great suggestion. Thank you. Have a great evening, and we hope to see you in the chat.
Yes. Bye bye now.
Bye bye. Okay. As per your vote in the community post, y'all wanted to do some mystery boxes in between contestants. So here is our first round of mystery boxes. We're going to start these at a starting bid of $10 for choice. And we have a box 1 and box 2 choice. So we'll see if there is any interest. Once you have chosen, you can pick which box. You can decide whether you want it sent to you sealed or whether you want to open it live on camera so that everybody can see what mysterious item was in your mystery box. Yes, John Jacob did amazing. We'll have to have him on again. He chooses great topics. He does so much to involve the audience, and he's just fun. Just a nice guy. Okay, we'll see if y'all indeed want to play this fun mystery box game. This was voted on in the community post, so I thought I would bring a few boxes out. We'll see if there's any interest. If not, we can go on to our next player. Our next player will be Amy, who's your diver, but I'll give just a minute for any interest in the mystery boxes. Oh, Frugal Granny, Delilah has to go, but thank you ever so much for coming and watching. Hopefully, you also gave a thumbs up. So, always nice to see you and spend time with you. You make the chat better with your great answers. So, anybody up for a mystery? I'll wait just a minute for the lag, and if not, we will pass on the mystery boxes and we'll go to our next player, who is Amy Who's Your Diver. We'll give a minute for the mods to find her link. Y'all can go ahead and start dropping Amy Who's Your Diver's link to her channel. In fact, I'll go ahead and bring her up to the screen now. There she
Hello.
is. So,
Sorry.
for the new people who are joining us tonight, we're blessed that we had several new people. We've got Aaron Scott, we've got Crypt Keeper. Tell them about yourself, your life, and your YouTube channel.
Well, I am a dumpster diver, so part of my channel is that, and I do have, I think I have to upload 1 or 2 videos on recent finds. I'm also making my own jewelry and selling my jewelry.
Woohoo!
I'm also a stepmom, so sometimes I talk about blended families. I have my degree in counseling, so mental health is another big important topic to me. So sometimes I talk about mental health.
Fantastic.
My husband also, part of his passion is art, so sometimes I show off his own artwork he has made. What else? I have a little dog, Winnie, so sometimes she gets into some of the videos sometimes.
She's adorable.
And sometimes I've also I love music, so I will go to live music events and give you a little taste of that.
Nice.
I've also recently kind of felt called to do some praying, so sometimes I'll do like on my channel like praying to end violence. I'm sorry, my phone went a little
Excellent.
dark on me. So I do a little bit of this
So,
and
if you're
that.
looking for a channel with great variety, Amy, who's your diver, is a sweet lady, a kind lady with a heart of gold who has a wonderful variety channel. There is something for everybody on her channel. So, thank you for being here, Amy. Thank you for being one of my moderators. Thank you for being my friend. What is the first topic going to be tonight?
Well, these I hurried up and looked on the computer really quick. So thank goodness for Google on the computer. I'm like, I had no clue.
I may be in trouble. If you had no clue, I probably have no clue either. Of course, Amy has a billion more degrees than I have. I have just one.
That's okay.
Amy has, how many degrees do you have total now? Seriously.
I have 2 degrees.
I thought you had way more.
No, I have 2. So
maybe I need some of your certifications.
2 is enough. So yeah, bachelor's and a master's is enough for me. Enough schooling.
Enough for anybody. So I just have to pass those.
That's okay.
Okay, well, she's already told us that they're so complicated. She had to look it up on Google. Let's see what she chose. Oh, Erin says she loves jewelry. Well, Erin, if you're on Discord, you can see beautiful pictures of Amy's jewelry. You can also see her beautiful jewelry on her own channel. So Danielle Barnes is dropping Amy's link. So just click on her link, join her channel.
And I've laid out. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I'm just saying that all the mods are dropping your channel link.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes. And I laid out 2 more jewelry sets with some very interesting stones. So I just have to string them, but one is Amazonite fused with Red Creek jasper.
Ooh.
Is like the main piece, and then stones going around. And so it's like blues, olive greens, oranges, reds. So I have kind of that. And then another stone which I fell in love with is blossom agate
Ooh,
stone.
very exotic.
So that has it's like and this stone is like some blues, some browns, clear white. So those are kind of the colors of stones I have around that centerpiece.
Can't wait to see it.
So
I want watermelon. Renee, pass me over some watermelon. Preferably
yeah,
one.
Renee, can you give me some too?
Yeah, round of watermelon for everybody. Well, what's going to be the first category tonight, Amy?
Well, the languages spoken in the world.
Okay, sounds great. You go first.
Okay, I'm gonna do Bengali.
English.
I'm trying to pick more of those exotic ones first for you, so you can.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love that you give me that kind of grace, knowing that I'm going to run out quickly.
That's okay. I'm gonna do. Okay, I'm probably butchering some of this. Gujarati. Gujarati.
Okay, I'm going to say Spanish.
Okay. Okay, I'm just writing this down because Lord knows I would love to remember everything said, but ain't gonna happen. Javanese.
Hi, Miss Phyllis.
Hey,
Okay,
Phyllis.
French.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna do. Okay, Telugu. Telugu.
Okay, I'm going to say German.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do. Hold on. Then I already. Okay, I already said that, so I'm not gonna say that one. I'm going for. Okay. I'm gonna do Maithili. Maithili.
Okay, I'm going to say Italian.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do Awadhi. Awadhi.
Okay, I'm going to say Greek.
Okay. I'm gonna say. Let me see. Okay. Um, Punjabi. Panjabi.
Okay, let me ask one question for clarification. Are these current languages or any language that's ever existed? Like if could I say
Um,
hieroglyphics or could I say cuneiform or Latin
we'll
or
go
can
with
I say
both.
languages that don't exist anymore?
We'll go with both. I'll leave it easy for you.
Okay, then I'm going to go back to the Egyptians and start with hieroglyphics.
Okay. 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 That's okay. I'm just writing it down as you and I saying because yeah, I'm not
That's
gonna
great. Henry's
remember.
not here to keep our list, so Amy's keeping our list today. Very
Well,
smart
for
lady.
now, just because I'm like I don't want to repeat something.
Right, she'll let me do the accidental repeating. Ah,
I'm gonna do Hausa. Hausa.
okay, well, while I'm doing ancient languages, I'm going to go with cuneiform,
Okay.
which I believe begins with a C.
I think
Don't ask me
so.
to spell it, though.
Oh shucks. If you could spell it, you would win the round right now.
I can't spell squat. So even just trying to type invoices, I'm sitting there saying, Karen, what is the correct spelling of Giardelli? Karen, what is the correct spelling of L'Oreal? Karen, what is the correct? And she's like, come on now, can't you spell anything? We just laugh about it. I bet.
That's okay. I'm gonna do Igbo, IGBO. Like I said, I'm probably mispronouncing some of this, but I'm just going off the
Hey, it
computer.
is not a pronunciation contest. It's not a
Yes.
spelling contest, so we are good. I'm going to go to a biblical language and say Aramaic.
Hey. I'm gonna do. Okay. Okay. Cebuano. Cebuano.
Okay. Um, let's see. I'm going to say Latin.
Okay. Very good. I'm gonna do. Let me see. Try and go for the more unusual because I'm trying to give you a
I
little bit of a
appreciate
chance.
I love that you do that since you looked it up and I had no way to look
Yeah.
it up because I truly do not know the categories before the show.
So yeah, I'm trying to give it you a little bit of a. Okay, I'm gonna spell this one because I even trying to pronounce it is not even gonna work.
Okay?
It's
Sounds like a great
C.
plan.
Yeah, CHHATTISGARHI.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
was like, I'm
certainly
not even.
wouldn't guess that now, would I? Okay.
Yeah.
Even though it's red in the opposite direction, I'm going with Hebrew.
Hey, hey, it still is a language.
It
So,
is.
I'm gonna do. Okay, Sinhala.
Okay. Um, I know that there are so many African languages that I could not begin to name them all, but I've heard Charlize Theron talk about one of her languages from when she grew up in South Africa is speaking Afrikaans.
Okay,
So Afrikaans is my answer.
okay. Let me see what else is here. Okay, I'm gonna do um Lombard.
Okay. Now, I want to pick some of the Asian languages. I know that Chinese is not a language because they have over a dozen.
Yeah,
So I'm going to first go with Mandarin.
very good. I'm gonna do um Kermanji. I think that's how you say it.
Okay. Well, let me go to the Middle East and I'm going to say Urdu.
Okay,
URDU, I believe.
okay. Let me see. Oh, I'm gonna do Farsi.
Ooh, good one. I believe Japanese is a language, though.
Yep. I'm gonna do. Let me see. Okay, make sure I haven't said this yet. Um, Shona.
Okay. I believe people in Finland speak Finnish.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, let me see. Tatar.
Okay. Let's see. What have we not said yet? Part of me is trying to decide if Danish is a language. Part of me is trying to decide if Celtic is a language. I'm
Okay.
also still struggling to think if Slavic might be a language. So
Let me
many of these
think.
I'm debating about, but rather than take a
Yeah.
guess and be wrong, I'm going to ask the audience.
Yes.
So, audience, go ahead and um, put down languages that you know for sure exist that I have missed. I'm sure there are still a ton.
Yeah. So, and if people in the audience are saying hi, I can't see the audience right now. So I'm not
Okay.
ignoring y'all. Just because I know we have some new people, so I don't want you to think like, hey, I'm saying hi to Amy, and Amy's not saying hi. That's the reason right now.
Oh, Renee is on fire with good answers. I cannot believe I missed Portuguese. I'm going with Portuguese. How did I miss Portuguese?
That's okay. That's why I was like, I'm trying to go towards a more unusual right now, since I kind of have
Well,
the
I know so
computer.
many other countries in Europe, and of course, they speak Portuguese in Brazil as well.
Yes. Very good. Let me see. I think I have another one, but I gotta make sure I haven't said. Okay, I don't think this one's said. And I just had it, and then I looked away, and then of course I lost it.
Oops.
Okay. How about Sinhala?
Okay.
No, I already said that, I think. Did I say that? I might have repeated myself. Yeah, I did. Oh, darn it. Oh well.
Oops.
I
Well,
repeated myself.
accidental duplication, but I do that all the time. And
Yeah.
my next answer would have been Russian. I forgot that I somehow missed Russian with everything going on
Yes.
over there. How could I have missed Russian?
Well, yeah, because there was like some of them I was like thinking of them, but no, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna try to give you a chance. But you won.
Well, thank you every now and then, but only because you left the easy ones to me. And I'm sure the
Yeah.
audience sees that you are that kind of a kind woman. So you have to tell me, since you have the list, and I'm dying to know,
Okay.
is Celtic a language or is it just a dialect? Is
What was
Slavic
that?
and a
Okay.
language or is it just a dialect? I have a hard time telling when it's a
Hmm.
language and when it's just a dialect.
I'm not seeing Slavic, but this is like the list I'm looking at is the top 100 languages by population. Because
Oh
I
God.
was like, was trying to narrow it down. Well, I mean, not like instead of going like through 50 pages, I was like, okay, at least I have 100 to pick from here.
That sounds like a great plan to me, and I love that you research your answers because then we don't need somebody to double check the answers. That works perfect. So, what
So,
is your second category for Battle with Belle?
okay,
Everybody,
this
give
one,
the thumbs up.
I definitely had to look up because I was like brains because like every topic I was thinking like I already did that or we already did it. So
That
I'm like,
happens so
this
much
is
on this
yeah,
show because we've been just going so long,
yeah,
and that is one of the problems of success is that we've had
yes.
a lot of categories.
So now this I had to look up because this I pretty much have no clue about.
Well, I
Okay.
doubt I'll have a clue then. All right, let's hear what it is. Sounds complicated already.
Okay, I'm gonna go with let me see. Actually, oh gosh. Thought I had it was okay, we'll just go with this. Okay. Famous, well no, I won't put famous, just American painters. So,
American painters. Okay.
I'm gonna do with okay. Jean Michael Basquiat.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go with the most famous painter from Louisiana, who is George Rodrigue. He is best known for
Okay.
his Blue Dog series.
Okay. I'm gonna do Who else? Keith Haring.
I'm going to go with Andy Warhol. I think everybody knows his
Yes.
famous pen.
I'm gonna do. Okay, because I'm trying, like I said, try and think of ones that maybe like aren't the most common, just to give you a little fighting chance.
Thank
And since I
you.
can look it up, okay, I'm gonna do Luis Alvarez Rory. I think that's how you pronounce it.
Boy, what an American sounding name. Good thing you looked that up. I'm teasing. Now, Jackson Pollock is American, right? I'm going to guess Jackson Pollock. I think he's American.
I think so.
Do you want me to bring Renee up and have her ask?
No,
wait.
well, I'll say it is. Oh,
Okay.
let me see. I'll give it to you. I'm flexible. Okay, Jose Arpa.
I'm going to ask the audience. So, audience, fill the chat with great American painters. Don't be shy. Go ahead and put down as many as you can think of.
So, and hey, and if you're all watching and you can Google it without getting out of the chat, you can do that for your answers here. I mean, I'm just throwing it out, but not leaving the chat to do that. Okay.
Well, I'm not seeing too many answers in chat, so I'm going to take a guess. I believe that Georgia O'Keeffe was American, wasn't she?
Yeah, I'm pretty. Yeah. I'm going to do Dave Archer.
I'd still like to ask the audience if anybody in the audience has some painters to guess. Otherwise, I might have to admit that I am stumped. Who else can I think of? Most artists that they teach you about in art appreciation are not Americans. And plus, I have to admit that I have not taken art appreciation since I was a freshman at 18. So, and that has been a really long time. Okay, I hate to do it, but I'm not seeing any answers in the chat. And I am going to have to admit that I am stumped. So, Amy Who's Your Diver wins. Everybody in the chat, celebrate Amy. Congratulate Amy. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray.
You know, I just saw one that it was like I didn't even think of this until I looked at the name Norman Rockwell.
Yes, yes, such a good answer.
But yeah, oh well. Okay. Next one again.
1-1. This next category will decide the winner.
Okay. The next one I'm going to do is American women writers. So that's what I'm going with. Okay. Well, I saw one. I don't know who this person is, but I think the first name is a very good name. And that is Amy Bosky.
Okay.
So.
All right, let's see. Maya Angelou.
Okay. Oh, okay. Just gotta get another little pencil here. Okay. Okay. And I'm gonna do Flora Aldrich.
Harriet Beecher Stowe.
Okay. Okay. I'm using like a mechanical pencil, and it keeps the tip wants to keep busting. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Let me see. That happens. Let me see. I'm just kind of going through here. Iris Bahar, Irisbahar.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey has written some books.
Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go with Liz Balmaceda.
Okay. For people who like torrid romances, they might like Jackie Collins books.
Yes. Definitely have heard of her.
And her sister was on Dynasty, I believe.
Oh yeah. I remember
Yeah.
Dynasty from the 80s. Definitely remember that. Okay, this one I've never heard of, but I just like the name. Viola Canalis.
Okay. One of my favorite authors is mystery writer Mary Higgins Clark.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do Edith Bristol. Yeah, most of these people I haven't heard of. I'm just going by the computer.
Okay.
Because I was like,
Well,
okay, I need a category.
Mary Higgins Clark's daughter is also an author, and her name is Carol Higgins Clark.
Oh. Okay. I'm gonna do who else? Yeah, okay, I already said that. Did I say that? No, I didn't. Judith Briles.
Okay. I know Michelle Obama has written a book.
True. I'm gonna do. Okay, Cynthia Barnett.
Okay. I know Nancy Reagan has also written a book, so I'm going with Nancy Reagan.
Hey. Yep, I know her. Well, not personally, but you know.
Exactly.
Colleen Barrett.
Kathy Lee Gifford's written a few books.
Okay. Okay, what else? I'm gonna do Lynn Bassa.
I'm going to say Emily Dickinson.
Okay. That's true. I was like, yeah, I didn't even think of that, but yeah, I remember her in school, so I'm gonna do Eva Brown.
Okay. Mary Shelley.
Okay.
She wrote Frankenstein.
Ah, yes. One of the classic horrors.
Yes.
I'm gonna do. I like this name. I haven't heard of it either, but just like the name. Sass Carey.
Okay. Let's see. Who should I name next? Reese Witherspoon, a few years back, wrote a great novel about Southern living. So I'm going with Reese
Oh,
Witherspoon. It's
yes.
amazing
You
she
know,
had time to write a novel.
yes. The Southern gals gotta stick together.
That's right.
I'm gonna do Maria Sabluska.
Okay. Well, since we're talking about Southern literature, I'm going to say Margaret Mitchell,
Oh yes,
who wrote Gone with the Wind.
definitely. Yeah, definitely. I think can't remember. I've never seen that movie in the entirety. Never.
You know
So,
what? I never have either. So it is just so long.
yeah.
So I haven't made it through that either. So I don't want you to think it's just you. It is me
Okay.
too.
No, I love the. I know one time. Yeah, Carol Burnett show. She did a skit of that. Of
Yes,
the.
it was called, instead of Gone with the Wind, it was Went with the Wind.
And then she took the curtain right off the rack and was like, "Oh, I just saw the sign in the window, and I had to have
And
it."
the Ron was still in it. That was
Yeah.
so cute. I've seen that sketch in reruns. That's hilarious. But nowadays, they could show the original Gone with the Wind is so politically incorrect.
Yeah. Well, I just love the she's. I just got it. I just saw it in the window and just had to have it. So
And that Carol Burnett is such a
yes,
comedian.
definitely. But I don't. Okay, I just had a sidetrack there. I just remembered that. Okay. Flo Anthony.
Renee
Oh, go
is
ahead.
telling us that we have dwindled in audience
Oh,
participation.
sorry. Well, we can
And
go ahead and call it a tie, and we can have like somebody
okay,
else
that's
come on.
lovely. Well, I think we're going to end the show a little bit early tonight because I've still got to get ready for
Okay.
Patriotic Prequel
Oh
tomorrow
yeah.
at 2 p.m. Central Standard Time. But Amy was a fantastic contestant, and John Jacob was wonderful as well. So I will say, laissez bon temps, roulez.